I don't know. I gotta make this video now because if I don't, I'll never make it. I'm always so busy these days. Oh my God. Hey, if you don't know me, I'm Jeff McMahon. And I came up with a word. What am I? I am if you're watching this video, you're probably one too. I am a watchmacologist. A watchmacologist. What is a watchmacologist? A watchmacologist is someone who stares at his watch all day with these crazy pinwheel eyes, and he disengages with his family, friends, coworkers. He's just, oh my God, look at this thing. Best thing that ever happened to me. That's one thing about a watchmacologist. A watchmacologist. The other thing I'll tell you about a watchmacologist is we tend to buy the same watch over and over and over and over and over again. It's disgusting. We'll have like 8 saturation divers in our watch box, and our wife will look at the collection and they'll go, hey, all your watches look the same. Maybe we should just give some away to some of our nephews and some of our cousins, some of our brothers-in-laws and whatnot. And you go, no! You panic. The very thought of it, you start screaming like Charlton Heston at the end of Planet of the Apes. You tend to buy the same watch over and over and over again, which is another quality of the watchmacologist. And here's what I want to say about that. Let me defend that for a second. When you're a watchmacologist, you're essentially a specialist in watches. And as a specialist, you see nuance, you see and feel differences. So what for the untrained eye seems like the same watch, to you, all these watches are very, very different, and you appreciate that, and I appreciate that. And I just want to give you a comparison. I was a musicologist in college, and I had 27 versions of Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony and 42 versions of Dvorak's New World Symphony. And people, you're always listening to the same music over and over. It's disgusting. And dude, these are all different, man. There's nuance, completely different phrasings, and so on. And so that's another quality of the watchmacologist. Now, as a watchmacologist, I want everything to be perfect, and I have to share something with you guys. This is a Seiko Lumera SLA 051. The SLA is considered one of the best watches you can get from Seiko. People talk about grand Seiko quality and such. Well, I have to share something with you. Bad news and good news. First, I'll give you the bad news. I have 3 SLA watches. I love them all. I'm not selling them. 2 of them have had problems with the bezel, including this one. The problem's resolved now. But my SLA 055 and this 051, they had problems with the bezel. It gets stuck. Doesn't you get that beautiful click? You can't. And I went on forums, and it is so common with SLA watches. I mean, not just the 2 that I've mentioned, the 043, the 033, it goes on and on and on. It does not happen, though, with the original MM300, which I also have. I have the SLA 023. No problem with that one. So, man, a couple weeks ago, I bit the bullet with these things, man. I bit the bullet. I sprayed a little bit of a WD-40 on them, and the problem has been resolved. Now, before that, I would put them under water, the kitchen sink, and they would be fine for about an hour. Then they would seize up again. And for some reason, the WD-40 works. I was kind of scared, What if that gets in there and ruins the mood? I don't know, man. I did it, and I'm not having any problems now. So I just did it. One of the things I want you to know about me as a watchmacologist, I will never sit here in my black t-shirt and brag to you about how I've overcome the watch addiction. I'm now old and wise, and I'm seasoned, and I'm just going to talk down to you guys and condescend to you about how I now live in this lofty realm where I've overcome watch addiction. That will never happen. Once you're a watch addict, you're always an addict, and you're always looking for boundaries. And yeah, I'm a lot happier having 6 watches now, but there's no way I can brag to you because even though I'll go a month where I'm watch thought free, he's watch thought free. Even though that will happen, eventually something happens. And what do I want to get? What is it called? The Citizen Fujitsubo. There's one. It's gunmetal. I don't know if you guys know me very well. I love a gunmetal watch, especially a gunmetal diver. And that Fujitsubo by Citizen with a 41 millimeter case. Ooh, man, that'd be nice. Ooh, that would be nice. I'm tempted, man. There's no way I would spend $900 on one, but if I can get one for under $600 brand new, ooh, that's a temptation. So I'm not going to lie to you, man. I have that temptation to get that. The only thing that's kind of saved me from the watch addiction and the watch obsession and this helped me keep some boundaries isn't that I'm no longer an addict. It's just that life is kicking my butt in other ways. I'll give you a couple examples. So I went to Miami. That's where I was born. I was born in Florida. I was born in Gainesville, but I spent a lot of time in the Miami area, Hollywood, actually, as a kid. That's where my grandparents were. My father was a Florida boy. He lived his life in the swamps. I could tell you stories about him. And I loved it. My family loved it. We were in Miami Beach. It's kind of like Los Angeles on steroids. I think I already talked about this. And I ate a lot. I ate a lot of key lime pie. I wasn't having a lot of boundaries. And as you know, when you're in a family and you go to family outings and vacations, your diet it goes down. And I came back and I was 247 and I was miserable. I was absolutely miserable. Now, I am 233, so I lost 14 pounds since April 10th. That's when I started going back. I know how to lose weight. The problem with losing weight for me is just family outings. Mother's Day I cheated, and then vacations, and then once you hit your weight goal, the complacency and the calorie creep that comes after that complacency. So I'm a lot happier at 233, that's for sure. I'm a lot happier having boundaries. I'm a lot happier attenuating to a certain level of hunger and not freaking out. But that's a challenge. I don't care what people tell you. It's really hard to lose weight. Even if you enjoy your streamlined diet and your high protein, and every day I do climb the protein berg of 200 grams of protein. He's climbing the protein berg. He's an explorer, and he's wearing his Woomera as he climbs the protein berg and reaches his goal of 200 grams of protein. Yeah, I do that. But it does take a lot of bandwidth. I'm not going to lose. It just takes a lot of bandwidth, man. It drives you crazy. And so that kind of kicked my butt, but it did mitigate the watch obsession and the watch addiction, so that's a good thing. The other thing is my teaching job at the college with ChatGPT Plus, it's gotten really out of hand. It's taken over my students' lives. They're not just using it to write papers, edit papers, launder papers. They're using it as a therapist. They're using it to give them weight management programs. They're using it. They talk to it. They have it rewrite their lectures. It's insinuated itself into every aspect of their lives, and so it's a tool. It's not going away. Some of my students are laundering their essays in ChatGPT, and then they're using another AI to launder it even more, so I can't catch it. And I'm actually going to a meeting about this, about AI and education, on Friday, because I'm just getting my butt kicked. I don't know what to do, really. I've been caught on my heels. Oh, that you thought McMahon was going to come here on a video and act like he's all self-assured. I have an answer for everything. Yeah. No. I'm getting my butt kicked in the age of ChatGPT Plus. I mean, I use it too, but the thing is, I have a brown belt. If you could use writing and make it analogous to martial arts, my writing's pretty good. I mean, I have a brown belt, let's say. I don't want to say black belt. That's almost too much braggadocio. Let's just say I have a brown belt in writing. So when I engage with ChatGPT, I come out with a really good product. A student who's 18 years old has never read a book in their life. They've been on a smartphone all their life. They use emojis, and they lost 2 years of education during the lockdown, the pandemic. they're not going to engage with ChatGPT in a very meaningful way. And so what I get sometimes is not that good, but they're getting better at it. They've got my students who are using ChatGPT today are a lot better than 1 or 2 years ago. They're getting better and better at it, and they have to, because they're going to probably use it in their jobs. And so, woo! I mean, I'm supposed to retire in 2 years, and I don't know what the boundaries are when it comes to ChatGPT. I'm still trying to figure it out. Now, I have some colleagues who are using Blue Books. Some of you guys might be too young to know what a Blue Book is. The student writes with a pen, and they write in this little notebook thing, and I won't do it. There's no way I'm doing it, man. I can't read their handwriting. A lot of them never learned to write because they were just typing on phones all their lives, and I don't see it being productive or fruitful for me to measure the quality of the writing. I do have some colleagues who are desperate, and they're doing that in this age of AI. I won't do it. I'll look for some other stuff to do. So that's kept some boundaries in my watch addiction world. Though in the last few weeks, that gunmetal Fujitsubo by Citizen has been on my mind, and it's not the first time. I've always kind of liked it for about 3 or 4 years now. That's what it's been. And so what other thing has been kicking my butt? Yeah, I've been preparing a class for next semester in the fall for the football team. I'll be teaching the football team. I'm glad to do it. I want to hang out with the players. We're going to talk about head injuries and CTE. I'm not going to tell them to quit football or that football is going to go away or that it should go away, but we're going to write essays about what is the future of the NFL, this $25 billion industry. What is it going to do with these head injuries? It's going to change. It's going to change in ways we may not be able to imagine. The most fascinating change that could happen is if my players become AI athletes. You know, they wear those sort of those suits that actors wear, that stuntmen wear in Hollywood, and then AI imitates the body movements, and then AI could recreate a football game. And then, you know, the fans would initially protest, this isn't traditional football. I think they would attenuate to it. I think they would like the product. Technology, don't underestimate technology. Things are changing quickly, man. I'm getting my butt kicked, and maybe it's a good thing because it's not allowed me to obsess over watches too much. Speaking of that, you know, this YouTube channel that I'm on, it's been about watch obsession quite a bit. I've always wondered, you know, as I gotten older and as my collection got down a bit, you know, what would happen to my channel. And because I'm not a YouTuber who presents visual eye candy with editing and stuff. That's not even my strength. Even if I did that, I would be so derivative and mediocre, it wouldn't even be worth working to reach that point. You know, if you want to look at well curated, well polished, produced watch eye candy videos, there's many out there. I don't even want to compete in that space. Did you just use the word "that space"? That's not allowed in this house. Go. Okay. Sorry about that. But I'm more of a YouTuber podcaster guy, more of a hybrid. I'm more... I don't really want to compete with a produced watch video. Forgive me for those of you who come here for the watch eye candy. I got nothing. I'm more of a podcaster. My hero for podcasting, well, he's younger than I am by about 6 or 7 years. His name's Jonah Goldberg. He has a podcast called The Remnant. I think the guy's a genius. I don't think he may have notes. He may have an outline. I think he wings it. I think he just sits there and starts talking, and he gets warmed up. The engine warms up, and he goes down these rabbit holes, and you can see how well read he is. He's conjuring up history books and political science books and media books and writers and philosophy and philosophical approaches. And I don't know, man, I connect with his thoughts. He's I don't know what kind of genius. He can sit there for over an hour and just talk, and not in this rambling, mediocre way, but he can explore with great rigor and intellectual cohesiveness ideas, and he's a genius. I mean, could I reach that level? Probably not. I'm not a genius like he is. I'm pretty talented, but there's no way I'm on that level. Maybe if I practiced, maybe if I did videos like this a couple times a month. I don't know. It's all tentative because I'm getting my butt kicked in life, and it's okay to get your butt kicked in life because it's a challenge, and I'm okay with the challenge. I'm okay with it, and I'm okay with not having watch thoughts in my head 24/7. I actually spent about a month where I wasn't, and now he wants gunmetal, but he doesn't want his wife to look at his watch collection and go, they're all the same. And me to go, no, don't touch those. They're precious. I don't know, man. So that's where I'm at, man. I got some big challenges in my real life, but I still have my fantasy watch life. Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I got to go to work. Until next time, I'm out.